Welcome to Mission 4 of the Mjolnir response. I'm going to just quickly go through a couple of the salient points from the briefing. The target for today is Sukumi Airport, and we have an objective here, which is the parking area on the north side of the field. According to the brief, we will be armed with high drag bombs, and we're to use the CCIP method. Well, that's the recommended method, the CCIP method for bombing. Koboleti Tower radios on channel 13. My wingman is on special channel 1. I will be needing to use those channels to communicate with the two key parties. Apart from that, as per previous missions, it's a nicely laid out briefing. All the relevant data is very easy to access. And without further waiting, we shall get on with the mission. Welcome to the cockpit. Let's get things organized and started here. I will get the ground crew to plug in the ground power.
Chief, turn on the ground power.
And then we'll request a start formally.
Copy. Ground power is now on.
Got a wingman over there, which is good news. Ground power. No, we want ATC, and we want to request.
Koboleti, Springfield, 1-1. Request startup. Springfield, 1-1. Koboleti, cleared for startup. Wind 069 at 2 meters per second.
Great, we've got permission to start, so let's do that. And once we're up and got the generator on, then I'll turn off the ground power, so I don't forget it and end up taxiing away attached to the whatever it is, the Jeep ground power unit. Okay, I'll turn the generator on now. And ground power off.
Chief, turn off the ground power.
Copy.
Now we need to get our
Ground power is now off.
cartridge, computer, and all that stuff organized. So I'm gonna load in the cartridge. That's that done, and we'll just set waypoint 5 as the target waypoint. Good, that is organized. Quick check of the loadout, just to make sure we've got everything we need. Yes, we've got bombs, tank, and a couple of rockets on the outside. So we're basically ready to taxi now. There are some aircraft down there. They are F5s. They're going to go get airborne. We'll do the same. We'll taxi over.
Koboleti, Springfield, 1-1. Request taxi to runway.
Just going to put a little bit of throttle on so that I get a response from traffic control. They tend not to respond unless you're actually moving. As soon as I start moving, there we go. Okay, we are clear to taxi, so let's go. You can see my wingman's already decided to get himself organised, and the first of the F5s just went whipping past, or maybe it was the second. Now there's the second there. See if we can get a view of him going past here. There he goes. Slow this aircraft down. We're taxiing fast enough here. Certainly more than walking pace. Okie dokie. Turn right and switch over to nav mode. Quick check, set my bomb spread to 25 meters on a nice wide spread of bombs, and I'm also just going to make sure I'm on the plan mode, which we are, which we'll need for the bombing itself. Now it says we're at 0 here. We're attacking Sukumi, which is also quite close to the coast, but a little bit lower. So I'm going to just drop my altitude, increase my altitude a little bit, just so that my bombs know what to do when they get to Sukumi, which is on the coast.
Cobble Eddy. Springfield 1-1. Request takeoff. Springfield 1-1. Cobble Eddy. You are cleared for takeoff when ready. Climb 300 at QFE 29.86.
We have clearance to take off, which is great news. Lining up and pushing forward. My wingman will follow me up in a few moments. He's pretty close by there, so a nice slow takeoff for me. Give him plenty of time. I'll just go to the first stage afterburn. Nicely lined up. I can punch in the reference key about now. And full afterburn. Up we go. Turning onto the first waypoint, 30. That'll do nicely. I'm going to declutter and lift up the HUD. Looks like I'm going to have to go up and over this hill to get to the first waypoint. Some smoke in the distance over there. Wow, that's visible from a very long way out. That is impressive. Looks pretty good from here too. Distance to waypoint is about 6 kilometers. Checking to see if my wingman's caught up. No sign of him. Just about on the waypoint now. The HUD will start adjusting. And there we go. Next waypoint is off to the left on 330. About there. And we'll settle onto that. Turn the autopilot on. Right, a bit of RWR pinging from behind, so that's not enemy RWR, that's friendly. Okay, I'll see you when we get a little bit closer to the target. I'm showing as about 10 kilometers now from waypoint 3. So we're going to be making very soon a turn onto 4, which is our run-in, our ingress. Now 5 kilometers out. My wingman is with me now. And we are going to make the turn very shortly. I will drop a little lower too for the run-in. Okay, just about bang on the waypoint now. There it goes. We need to come left. Next waypoint's a good 30 kilometers. Plenty of time to set up. And that's going to pretty much tee us up for the run-in. There's some strange red object up here on the right. I think it's a transmission tower or something. Okay, looks like there's some lighting textures there. They look a bit bugged. That looks like a bug. I'm pretty sure that's not supposed to look like that. Don't have time to take a screenshot. Submit a bug report. Okay, we are on target now for waypoint 4. Distance about 24 kilometers. I'm just going to set the aeroplane now to take us in by itself. So procedure will be to tell wingman to engage, and once we hit 4, I'm going to tell my wingman to complete his mission and return home, and then we'll slide on in as well. There's very little setup to do with the CCIB bombing. It's basically just a matter of pop up and release. Once we get the appropriate HUD indications. Target's over there someplace. Just a little bit of terrain coming up to meet us here. I should be okay to slide over the top of it. We'll just brush these treetops on our way through. Yeah, that one's a little close, but we're okay. I think I'm going to need to pop up over this little hill here because this is just a fraction too high. And we're starting to take a little bit of ping from the left. So they probably know we're on our way in now. I'm going to drop down, and as soon as we hit 4, I'm going to tell my wingman to get himself organised. There we go. Okay, wingman. Let's go previous. I want to go engage, mission, and rejoin. In fact, I need to be on that channel for that, I think. Oh, it doesn't seem to be. Okay, good. Got a response from him. I'm going to now turn in to the target myself. We've got 32 kilometers to get there. That's the heading. I'm staying low and I'm staying fast. So let's get a bit of afterburn on, and then we'll just hold it at about 750 to 800. I'm going to arm the weapons There's the HUD changing up. So we won't get our symbology till the very last second.
Field 3, passing waypoint 3 at 1,600.
Okay, I need to drop down again. Too high here. So we've got no HUD symbology. Getting lit from behind, which is fine. It's probably friendly. We just keep it low here and keep an eye on the distance to the target, which is now showing it's 17 kilometers.
Springfield 2, passing waypoint 5 at 800.
Okay, got my little HUD symbology showing. I'm going to bring that HUD down, I think. Getting communicated at. Here we go. It's almost time to pop up here. 4 kilometers out. Up I go. Try and get a visual. There's the target area. And just about to pickle now. And down we go. Quick check behind. Boom, 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 boom. That's what we like to see. Changing over to air in case we need it. There's a lot of explosions back there. Need to make sure that we're heading for Bravo 6, which we are. Alright. Good effect on target apparently, so we are happy hunters. We've done our job. It's time to get out of here. Going to pull the aeroplane around onto its next heading, which is Bravo 6 waypoint for the egress. We may get the chance just to look over at the target as we depart. Let's line the aeroplane up and take a look across. There's a lot of stuff burning. I think I need to shed a little altitude here. Okay, the pinging's just about stopped. Can afford to turn off air-to-air mode. Line up on the waypoint properly. Could probably flick over to waypoint 7, but
Golf 3, engaging bandit at 007 for 50 at 11,000.
okay, there's bandits up at 11,000 feet apparently.
Springfield 2, tally utility at Bull 323 for 50.
Bulls 323 for 50.
Tally armor at Bull 323 for 50.
Okay, so there's a bit of stuff up there.
Springfield 2, tally utility at Bull 323 for 50.
And I'm
Springfield 2, tally armor at Bull 323 for 50.
it's very noisy on the radio channel. Right, I'll get Wingman to rejoin.
Springfield 2, passing
Tell him to RTB, in fact. Good. Sending my wingman home.
Field 3, tally armor at balls 323, 450. Enfield 3, tally utility at balls 323, 450.
Okay, I'm going to switch back over now to Coballetti. Don't need to hear what's going on back up in the target. More interested in what's happening at the airfield that I'm going to be landing at. Climbing up towards the hills here, and I will see you on final approach at Coballetti. Not far away from my final waypoint now, 23 kilometers out. I'm going to put a call in.
Coballetti, Springfield 1-1, inbound.
Let them know we're on our way. Slow up a little bit.
Springfield 1-1, Coballetti, fly heading to 11, Fort 17, QRP 29.86, runway 07.
Okay. So we're flying 2-1, and that'll put us out on an approach vector. Get around to landing mode here. So we can see on the HUD the symbology starting to take shape. Okay, we're clear for visual. I'm going to put the AFK on. That's going to slow us down to 550. Might as well throw the air brakes out. Hold this 2-1 heading till we're basically a beam of the runway. I'm not going to use my landing lights because the lighting is still bugged. The external lights are still bugged. I'm going to leave those off. Put the gear down now, and this will bring the speed right back as we are turning in. Reverse thrust engaged. There's the field over there. Okay, that can come back now. 350 is my approach speed, and I'll now request landing.
Springfield 1-1, request landing.
There's the field and the threshold. So we'll get a feel for our approach attitude in just a moment. I think the engine's going to give itself a bit of a boost in a second because we're a little bit shallow here. Yep, engine's just pushing itself up now. Quite hard to see the HUD with this glare, so we'll just push that back up to the up position. Now we can see the HUD nice and clear. So 300. Gears down.
Check landing gear. Wind 069 at 2 meters per second.
Gear shows as down, runway 07. Yes, that's the 7 we're on. Good. Everything so far so good. Just going to trim the nose up a little bit here. That's it. Holding at 290. It's quite a nice airspeed to come in at, actually. Okay, trimming down just a little now. I'm going to land long, I think, a little bit long. Reverse thruster is on. And just bleed off a little bit of speed and then push the nose wheel. Front wheel down first. Full reverse thrust. And zero thrust. With AFK in the off position. We are home. turn all that off. Don't need that anymore. Clear the HUD so we can see what we're doing. So have a little look at how broken these external lights are still. And just give this one a touch too. There you see, we don't want to do that. It's a bit of a mess. The fix has been sent to the developers. The owner of the Vigan, Heat Blur, have fixed this problem. It just hasn't been implemented yet in the sim. So at the next patch it will be in and we will no longer have that problem. We'll be able to go back to using the landing light again.
Springfield 1-1. Taxi to parking area.
Similar problem with the external lights there, you can see on the tail. So that will all be fixed very soon. I've seen the patch notes and that makes me a little bit happy. Very problematic now. All the lights over there have gone bung as well since I turned mine on. So just a bit of a problem we have to deal with for the last few seconds of this flight. It looks like my wingman may be inbound here. He was very close by. So as we head over to park, and as all the lighting bugs out after I put my lights on. Wow, it's... What? That's his light that's doing that. That's his landing light, actually. My wingman's landing light is causing this problem right now. We'll go to his aircraft. There you can see. And now he's dropped low enough so that it's not affecting me anymore. And now he's touched down and turned his light off. So there you can see the problem with the lighting that just needs to be fixed. But it will be. We're done for this flight. Time to check the results. I'm going to park up right about here. Final mission results then. And if we go show my results, it looked like I was responsible for... I cannot tell. Actually, looks like I got nothing here. I do have a result for the mission, but none of my bombs destroyed any vehicles. So despite getting a nice spread of bombs all over that target area, none of them actually destroyed any specific objects. But I guess I put some holes in the concrete, so that would make life a little difficult.